It's lovely to connect with you today, and it feels so good to be sitting outside. I love it. So welcome. My name's Leanne Peters. I'm from Temple of Balance, and this is our Healing List event for patrons that happens every month. It's our April 2023 Patreon Healing List event. So welcome. A huge, big, special welcome to you all. So I'll be here for the next 45 minutes to an hour, roughly, just depending on how the energy goes and what we sort of do and how long things take. So that's my plan. Get comfortable, relax. My theme, keywords, inspiration for this event is new life, new start. New life, new start. So that just feels really good and powerful. And I'm thinking of it, like shedding our old, like a reptile, I suppose, or if we did the same thing, which we do to a degree, shedding our old skin and allowing our new renewed skin, our new youthful skin to shine through from underneath that old skin that we've stripped back. So I'm not sure how much old stuff we're going to be clearing out today, because new starts, new lives, new beginnings, that new energy brings with it, or comes on the back of, releasing and letting go and closing old doors. But I feel like I've got a pull to focus on the new and focus on the new beginnings, the new life, the new start. So we might not do a lot of stripping back. We'll just see how we go and how things flow. So my plan, my intention for the next hour is to start with some smudging. So we'll do some smudging together in a moment. And then I have 32 people on the healing list today. Thank you all for your support and being on the healing list. And for all of you, I've decided I'm going to pull a healing energy card specifically for you, and we'll talk about it. I'll talk about it briefly, and we'll do that for a time period. Hi Teala, welcome. And then after that, I have the chimes. I'm trying to balance everything. I haven't got really good ground to be sitting on yet, because I'm yet to pave the ground I'm on, so it's a bit wet and a bit muddy. Anyway, I've got my chimes here. Hi Jane. I've got my chimes I'm going to be playing to at some point, most likely towards the end, once we've established what that new life, new start energy means for you. So maybe as we're moving through this connection today, maybe if you've got your journal as well, write down or give some thought to, what does new life, new start mean for you? Are you feeling this happening at this time for you personally? Are you feeling the opposite? Are you resisting or rejecting the new life, new start energy? I wrote down as I was preparing for this, I am ready for this new start, this new life. I let all of my doubts, my insecurities, my apprehensions and fear go. I strip back my old skin and I embody my renewed skin, my new skin, my new life, my new start. So how does this fit for you? Let's do some smudging to begin with. So I'm going to light some sage. It's so nice to be out here. I've almost finished my wall, my seat wall here. So I've just got this bit to render. So I've been rendering in black. I've only got one more bit to do, and the weather looks beautiful today. I think today might be the day, because I was away yesterday, but Thursday and Friday, so Thursday, Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, I did 2 lots of this black render on the other side and then on the top, or the top and then the other side. And I was hoping to continue, but we had such terrible weather Thursday and Friday. It was so windy and rainy, so I didn't do it. But I'm thinking today might be a good day to finish this wall, because this is a place that I'm making so that I can do more videos outside, which is nice. It's a bit more private and a bit nicer background. So Just working on getting this smudge stick alight. Well, there's a rifle range that shoots on Sundays, so we have some rifles in the background, rifle shots you might hear. And we'll just light this a little bit more. Let's take some nice big breaths. So if you are on the healing list, then fantastic. Please dive into this as much as you can. If you're not on the healing list today, then you can also still dive into this experience. Trust you've been led here for a reason, and give yourself permission to let go. This is our opportunity now, as we're smudging, to actually do the letting go that we need to let go of. So imagine this sacred smoke washing over your body and carrying away with it all negative energies, entities, cords, hooks, attacks, and attachments. Allow the smoke to support your release of your doubt, your insecurities, your apprehension, your fear, especially about this new life, a new start that is all around you. Maybe you've already stepped into it and you're trying to settle into your new life. Maybe you've got new things that are stirring up at this time or that are taking place. Wherever you're at on this new life, new start journey, think about letting go at this time, breathing out and letting go of the things that you're holding on to that are holding you back from diving and embodying that fresh new start and that new life energy as much as possible. So letting go. And so it is. Okay, I don't need to let that go out too much because it's already pretty much out. Okay, everyone, let's grab the healing list. Yeah, right way around. Healing list, and let me figure out how I'm going to balance the cards on my lap and your names here without blowing away. So I'm going to say your name and I'm going to pull you a card, and the card is especially around our theme, new life, new start, new life, new start. So Carol White. Carol, your card is, yes. Great, Carol, and great for all of us because this is a fantastic start, and I have to read the whole thing. I probably won't read all of the cards, but this I need to read because this is a fantastic start to our healing event. So thank you, Carol. It's card 33, Rise of the Phoenix. And it says, take everything to the next level, rebirth, new life, let go, emerge as your real you. You create galaxies through your actions and intentions, and expand. So Carol and all of us to start with, let's embody this energy of the Phoenix. We are ready to take it to the next level, our life, ourselves. Thank you, Carol. Okay, Susan Sonsteng, your card is this. Ancestral inspiration. This is about healing through the bloodline and the family. And also this word here, where is it? You are your own person. You are your own person as you move into this new beginning, new life, new start. Thanks, Susan. Okay, next is Kanti Devi Wedad. Kanti, your card is this here. Reset, card 79. Reset. So this is a chance to start over. This is pressing the reset button. And maybe that's what's been happening too for you, Kanti, is that you've hit the reset button, you're starting over again. And that's probably applicable for a lot of us actually at this time. So it's okay. It's a chance to start over. It is an opportunity. Anything is possible when we hit the reset button. That's the thing. We have the opportunity to start again. Thanks, Kanti. Andrea Stuart. Andrea, your card is this. Self-searching. So this is about being careful not to look too far outside of yourself for answers, but look within. So you have the ability and the capabilities to find what you're looking for in your life. So if you're looking for something and you're looking out there, you're looking for answers, you're looking for help, you're looking for guidance externally, See if you can put the mirror up and turn that searching inward and see what that reveals. So self-searching. Thanks, Andrea. Matthew Keith. Matthew, your card is this one. And it's this. Oh, create new space. I love this. Create new space. Let's read this. Make the room, make the space, make the time. Empty out the old, no excuses. Heal, create, self-care, inner growth, spring clean, and support. So this is making the space now. Make the space now for the new to come in. So clear out that wardrobe, clear out that clutter, make the time. Thanks, Matt. Okay, Chelsea Keith, your card is this here. Spirit message. This is about looking for the signs or noticing the signs and the synchronicities that are coming from the universe around you and your loved ones in spirit. So there are a lot of confirmations that you're on the right track. So trust these signs and these synchronicities, and also you can connect with or contact or talk to your loved ones in spirit as they guide you through this phase of your new start and your new life. Thanks, Chelsea. Okay, Rebecca Ross. Rebecca, your card is this one here. Spiral of Grace. This is about lifting up out of your karma, your old wounds, the heaviness, the separation of your past especially, but of that you're carrying today, and allow yourself to lift up out of the wheel of karma and up into the spiral of grace, that ever-expanding path that is lifting you up into your constant and ongoing new starts, new life that's unfolding as you're living it. It doesn't feel like one big thing. It feels like an ever-evolving fresh new start, ever-evolving new life. Thanks, Rebecca. Next is Suzie Nicholls. Suzie, your card is this one. Cellular change. This is talking about new energy, especially love and new vibrations, so higher vibrations, anchoring down into your body, Suzie. So you might find some change taking place deep inside your body, and you may feel this quite physically at times, or it may show up emotionally or mentally as shifts. And it might be this kind of unsettledness in some ways, where you're probably noticing parts of your life that aren't resonating or aligning with the vibration of your cells and the vibration of what you want in your life. So you might notice that discord and that unsettledness. So what I would be suggesting is tapping into the new energy and the vibrations that you're feeling in your body. Make sure that those intentions are clear, that they're not based on insecurities or issues that you have. And if they aren't, then look at how you can match that vibration in your life. This feels quite important, so things match up for you. Cellular change. Thanks, Suzie. I trust these resonate, guys. Next is Priscilla Kimboko. Priscilla, your best card for our theme and healing event right now is this. Yeah. It's large and looming, card 84. This shows that there might be some fear of the unknown that might be present for you at this time, Priscilla. So you're being encouraged to summon your courage so that you can push through the things that feel large and looming, the things that feel hard to move through or difficult to proceed with. If you're feeling really scared or resistant to those things, how can you summon your courage to push through, your courage and strength to endure? So I trust that resonates. Thanks, Priscilla. Next is Bridget Mehrtens. Bridget, your best card is this here. Coming full circle for you, Bridget. This is the last card in the deck, card 110. So it talks about completing something. Coming full circles, like a completion of some sort. So it feels like something's completing, something's winding up, something's preparing to shift out and to shift in, because as things cycle through and complete, then things start again. Thanks, Susie. Things start again. So it's like the seasons moving out of winter and into spring. So things start again, but you might find that you're completing things at this time. That's part of that moving into that fresh new start. It's actually a really important part because we can't very easily bring the new life and new start forward if we've still got baggage that and doors that we're closing and things we're completing from the past cycle. So that needs to happen first, usually before the new comes in. So thanks, Bridget. I trust that supports you. Janice Chalmers. Janice, your card is this here. Call for help. Okay, so this is about putting out a signal or a sign or a call for assistance. It's like, is it Batman? I mean, I haven't seen these shows for many, many decades, but I think it's a Batman. You know, when there's some distress, then the bat signal goes up to alert Batman that there's a call for help, a signal that he's needed for something. So there is this sense here, similar to that for you, Janice, where you may need to put out a call or a signal for help or assistance. It also may be someone that's putting a call or a call out for help from you. So maybe notice that sign as well. Be open to giving or receiving assistance. Don't be stubborn. Let the help come. And let things move as you ask for the help that you need. So I trust that supports you. Thanks, Janice. Joanna Levine. Joanna, your card is this. Here. Card 93, one step at a time. You know, sometimes that's all we can do. In fact, often it's all we can do. One step at a time, one day at a time, one thing at a time, one moment at a time. So if we've got a lot going on, or if you've especially got a lot going on for you at this time, Joanna, then just do what you can, one thing at a time, one step at a time. Sometimes we get overwhelmed at all the stuff we've got to do, but we can't do it all at once. So focus on what's the most important, deal with that, then deal with the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Try not to jump ahead in anticipation too much. Really. So just do what you can, one step at a time. Thanks, Joanna. Okay, Kathleen Glen, I think I saw you here, Kathleen. Welcome. So Kathleen, your card is this. Here, recenter. So this is from the old deck illustration. Recenter. So this is finding your center, getting back into alignment with yourself, which the key is in your body, to help you get back into alignment with the flow. So if you're feeling a bit out of the flow or out of the rhythm of your life, it may help to get back into center, back into alignment with your body first. Take the time to do that. When you're in alignment with your body and you're in center, then you're in the flow. So instead of trying to force or fight your way back into the flow and almost fighting against your mind, maybe, reconnect with your body. That's where it starts. And from there, you'll be in the flow. So recenter, let go and allow flow. But the key is most likely connecting with your body. Thanks, Kathleen. I trust that supports you. Rayna Ortiz. We're about almost halfway through, I think. Rayna Ortiz, your card is this. I wonder if we're going to get any repeats. I'm interested to see as we go. What is this? Softening harshness. The sun's starting to get bright. Soften harshness is your card here, Rayna. So this is softening the sharp edges. It could be your agitation, your irritation, your anger. That pretty sharp energies. It could be the way you're reacting to things. That's pretty sharp as well. It could be the way you're jumping to conclusions without having all the information yet. That can be pretty sharp. There could be sharp words that you're saying. You know, you might be a bit too blunt or a bit too sharp in your communication lately. So notice where things are a bit sharp and a bit pointy in your life, and what can you do to soften that sharpness, to polish those ends a little bit so you stop getting cut on the sharp edges. That's the feeling with this card. And it also says here the first sentence is stop thinking the worst, and that's sharp and harsh in itself. So keep reassuring yourself, trust that it's reassure that it's going to be okay. Reassure yourself that it's going to be okay. So Thanks, Rayna. Avril Daly. Avril, your best card is this. So new life, new start is our theme. And Avril, your card is mental healing. So this is about looking at what your state of mind is and make sure that your mind, you're not mentally holding yourself back. You know, excessive worry or stress or jumping to conclusions, that sort of thing, that may not be supporting your new life, new start at this time. So look at keeping your mind thoughts in check and releasing any thoughts that are low and negative perhaps, and that don't support your new life, new start that you're moving into. So thank you, Avril. Pamela Florea. Pamela, your best card for now is this. Here we go. Here's our double up. Our first double up. Soften harshness. Stop thinking the worst. Find a solution for the disruption. Settle conflicts. A resolution. Hope, gentleness, soften the sharp edges, and calm down. Have things been a bit tense and tight for you, Pamela? So how can you soften? How can you find calm? How can you settle the agitation that you might be feeling in your body? So soften the harshness. Thanks, Pamela. Okay, Nicole Wiggins. Nicole, your best card is this. Here. Rejuvenation. Physical, mental, and emotional rest. This is relaxing. This is finding calm. This is stepping into nature. This is maybe meditating or just enjoying some quiet time. So it may be important for you, Nicole, to make some time to rejuvenate yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, and perhaps even spiritually at this time. And that's probably where your rejuvenation is, if things have been a bit too much for you lately, is in the rejuvenation. Yes. Yeah, these are quite interesting cards, aren't they? Yeah, for sure. Angie Griswold. Angie, your best card is this. Here. Ride the wave. Go with the flow, in other words. Ride the wave. Get up on top of the surfboard. It says a wave of chaos and change. So things may feel like they're kind of moving, changing, out of control, perhaps in some ways. So ride the wave as best as you can. It's the same thing as going with the flow or taking one step at a time. It's all the same sort of thing, but it just depends what resonates the strongest with you. So ride the wave. Thanks, Angie. Kimberly Veness. Kimberly, your best card for now is this. Here. Here we go. One step at a time again. We get really similar cards coming up, like they have very similar feelings or similar messages from different angles. So Kimberly, one step at a time. I'll read this because it's come up a second time. Find your steady pace. Take your time. Get through your day. Focus on what you need to survive. Work together with others. Simplify and do what you can. So going with the flow, one step at a time, riding the wave. Move with the energy, basically. Move with the rhythm and the movement of your life at this time. Thanks, Kimberly. Next is Emily Fussell. Emily, your card is this. Here. Release the guilt. Release the guilt. So this is very much about releasing the burdens, especially things like guilt that you may be feeling about something that happened or something that was done or something you don't have all the information on. I find that really interesting actually in this last week or so, is the guilt that comes up when you don't have all the information. When something happens that takes you by surprise and reasons aren't given, it can be very easy to jump to conclusions and feelings of guilt because maybe there was something I did wrong. Maybe there was something I did or didn't do that influenced this person and the decision they made. But it's really important to release that sense of guilt and I guess in some ways trust in the bigger picture. If we assess the past, if there is guilt and if there is something that was done that was wrong, then correcting that. But if there wasn't, which is what this card implies, then it's okay. Release your guilt and let that go. Release your burdens. So thanks, Emily. I trust that supports you. Next is Viktoria I Daniels. Viktoria, your card is this here. The Turning Point, card 76. The Turning Point. Okay, this is almost like a crossroads, isn't it? A crossroads for you, Viktoria, where you're sort of on the precipice of change. And this is a potential turning point period for you. Maybe a turning point in your attitude or your actions that you take as well. Perhaps there's a turning point or something that's shifted inside you that represents this turning point too in your life, or things have shifted on the physical, which you would know about. So a new direction calls you, and you're being encouraged to move with this opportunity, the opportunity that this turning point brings in your life. The turning point for you, Viktoria, and anyone else who resonates, of course. Joanne Monroe, I don't know if you're still here, Jo, but your card is this. Going back to Healing Energy Cards 1 deck, we have card 35, Flow of Love. Flow of Love. This is about being open to love, being open to energy for you, Jo, and or love especially, and let love guide you with everything. You know, it's like that saying, love is the answer. What is the question? You know, so before the question, oh great, Jo. So before the question even is clear, love is the answer. So there is that feeling here coming forward that love is the answer, and maybe consider where love fits in your life. You might also notice where it's lacking, because that will also help you notice where it fits. But let the flow of love guide you. So we've moved from, you know, one step at a time, riding the wave, going with the flow, and into this energy of flowing with love, and maybe working out too, what does love mean to you? That may be an important step next as well, especially if this is like, has a reaction of some sort. I'd be sitting with love and defining it. What does it mean for you? How is it showing up in your life, or when has it showed up in the past? When do you feel it? When do you not feel it? And really work out what your definition of love is and how you can align further with it. So thanks, Jo. I trust that supports you. Our next person is Angela Fraser. Angela, your card is this here. Large and Looming. Okay, so this is the second time this has come up. Card 84. So I'll read what it says. It says, the scale may seem overwhelming. Intensity. Step out of your comfort zone. Practice. Get the task complete. Conquer this. Hard work and commitment. Step out of your comfort zone. Now, this is what new life, new start requires of us. We have to step out of our comfort zone. So I find that part of these words here really standing out, Angela, is step out of your comfort zone and into your new life and new start, because it is the unknown. So it takes us out of our comfort zone. It's natural. So if you're feeling fear, if you're feeling scared, or if you're feeling stuck in your comfort zone and comfortable there and you don't want to move, then maybe explore that. Why do you feel that way, and what are you resisting about the new start potentials before you? Thanks, Angela. So we've got about 9 or 10 people left on the list. Next is Jane Corlett. Jane, your card is this one here. The Cleanup. So this is about clearing the clutter, clearing out the old, doing a spring clean as well, perhaps, Jane. But clearing out the clutter, or clearing out the rubbish, clearing out the stuff that, and it could be quite physically and literally, that is cluttering up your space. Could also be mentally, emotionally as well. But what needs cleaning up for you as you prepare to rebuild your life, or we could say, as you prepare to start your new life or as you prepare to step into this new start, this new beginning for you. What needs cleaning up? So thanks, Jane. I trust that makes sense. Teala, you're next. Teala Smith. So Teala, let's see which card you need for now. Teala, your card is this one. It's from Healing Energy card deck 1. And it's this. Cellular change. Okay, so we've got this a second time. Card 37. I'll read it this time. It says, anchor light into your physical body. Love, healing on a cellular level, union, merge, whole, complete, high vibrations, yin yang, and deep physical changes. So deep changes taking place in your body. And this is also, I've got a feeling here, about integration. Integrating the changes that you've been experiencing in the last months and perhaps even the last couple of years. You know, the changes that you've been dealing with, or the changes you've been coming to terms with, letting these settle and integrate into the new you that's then going to carry you into your new life and your new start. So it's like anchoring the changes, embodying them, integrating them, so that you can take yourself into the new start and the new life that calls you. So that's your card there, Teala. Thank you. Next is Nicole E. Nicole, your card, the best card for you for now, is this here. It's Navigation. I get excited about this card. Navigation's card 63. And it's about, well, I'm going to read what it says here. It says, get your bearings. Work out which way to go. Trust in your inner compass. Direction, navigate. Passage through. Consideration, steer yourself. And be clear. Trust in the compass of your heart as you're figuring out which direction to take, or which path to take, or which new start to commit to, for example. And trust in your ability to establish the best direction for you. No doubt. There's like no doubt here. It's like confidence. It's trust in the bigger picture. It's trusting in the pool that you feel. So thanks, Nicole. Next is Michele Burch. Michele, your best card is this. So reminder, our theme is new life, new start. Michele, regeneration, card 86. So this is new life growing up here after a period of endings or destruction or change, or things that have expired or stopped or ceased in your life. So this is like the fire that's burned through the landscape, or burned through our life, and the fire burns through things, and there can be a destructive element, of course, but also there's a very constructive element to fire. It burns away all the stuff that's been required to be released, and all the stuff that's not been used really anymore. It's like the debris. And then from that fire, or from that destruction, from that change, new life sprouts. And that's this card. It's the regeneration of yourself and regeneration of your life as you are willing to let things change. And I think that's a huge one, isn't it? In fact, that's a really powerful affirmation. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. I am willing to change. So I trust that supports you. Thanks, Michele. Okay, next we've got 5 more people on the list, and then I'll play the chimes. So next is Anne-Marie Douglas. Anne-Marie, your best card is this one here. Emotional rebirth. This talks about changes that are happening on an emotional level, and that you're coming to terms with things, is the feeling here, on an emotional level. And it might be difficult to come to terms with because it's on an emotional level. And sometimes we reject things that we're not ready for, or we reject things that we don't want to do. So there is a rejection feeling, which makes it very difficult to come to terms with things emotionally. So this card, it's like the fern fronds opening up on a new fern bush or a new fern tree or whatever the ferns are called. The fern frond really curling, tightly curled, but starting to open up. So there is a softness coming as well, and an ability to let things evolve, let things move, let things change, and find your emotional acceptance with the changes that are taking place. So you can rebirth yourself emotionally so that you're not tied down by your emotional difficulties, we could say, or I also want to say like a lack of acceptance in some way. So finding an acceptance is probably key here. So it does feel like a challenge, but it's certainly something that you have the ability to overcome, because emotional rebirth is beautiful. So let yourself change emotionally. Thanks, Anne-Marie. Next person is Allison. Allison, your best card for our new life, new start theme is this one here. Remove the mask, card 99. Remove the mask, remove the cover, remove the facade, and just remove the coverings perhaps that have been covering up the truth about a situation, the truth about how you feel, the truth about where things are going, maybe the truth about your new life or your new start, that you're ready to remove the mask. And in some ways, you know, the snake here is stripping back the skin, the old skin, shedding your old skin and allowing your new youthful, juicier, luscious skin to shine through now. So stop feeling perhaps that you've got to have your old skin still coating you and you're trying to keep it on like an old worn out jacket, that you can actually strip that back, and actually it will be to your benefit, especially to your healing and your growth, to remove the mask or remove the covering. So see how that resonates, Allison. We have 3 more people on the list, and the next person is Jayne B. So Jayne, I don't know if you're still there, but your card is this one from deck 1. It's this. Oh, well, this is a great card to get, Jayne. It's Abundance, card 39. Abundance, good things, good flow, being in abundance. So this is about having what you need, and that's enough in many ways. And anything that's extra or a bonus from what you need is a bonus. So I feel like there is this sense of calm and acceptance about where you're at, what you have, and what is working for you and is abundant for you at this time. And anything extra is a bonus. Anything extra is an extra. It is a surprise. It is something something beautiful. So just be careful you don't have too high expectations about the abundance that you want or the abundance that you need, and keep it real is a feeling here as well. But this is good flow. It's opportunities. It's good health, renewed health. It's having the finances that you need to do what you need to do next. So you are abundant, Jayne. You are abundant. I am abundant. And thank you. Thanks, Jayne. Next is Sylvia Barley. Sylvia, your best card is this one here. Large and looming. Okay. Do we have this twice already or once already? I'm going to read it. Large and looming. Yeah, we did. This is the 3rd time we've had this card. The scale may seem overwhelming. Intensity. Step out of your comfort zone. Practice. Get the task complete. Conquer this. Hard work. Commitment. Actually, I think it was the 2nd time that we've had this. I don't know. It's the 2nd or the 3rd. Anyway, you can probably tell me better than I am because I'm in the moment and not really recalling. Okay, so yeah, this is the 3rd time. So you've been encouraged to make a commitment now. Make a commitment and don't be afraid to put in the effort and the hard work required to get the task complete. Thanks, Teala. To get the task complete, and know that you can conquer this, that you have the abilities that you need to fulfill whatever it is that you need to fulfill here, that you need to commit to. So be careful that you're not keeping yourself pinned down or held back because of your own self-doubt or lack of self-belief or lack of self-confidence. So you can do this. Keep reassuring yourself, I can and I will, I can and I will. And then it's up to you to work hard and make that commitment. And lucky last but not least is Nicki M. Nicki's new to Patreon. Welcome, Nicki. Nicki, your card is coming. Okay, let's go with this card for you. And to finalize this whole segment here is this. Receive assistance, card 57. Assistance may come in the form of a solution, an opportunity, abundance, helping hand, offering improvement, or an exchange. Help has arrived. Help has arrived for you, Nicki, because you're ready. Otherwise, if you weren't ready, the help would not have arrived. It would be coming. It's not coming, it's here. So the help is here. And this is a really good thing to remind ourselves that the help is there. What we need is here. It's not, sometimes if we are constantly thinking that it's coming, or when's it coming, it's like we always keep it at distance, just out of our sphere, out of our zone of life or self. So help has arrived. This is a concrete thing. It's here now. It's here now. So acknowledge it, notice it, embrace it, be grateful for it, work with it, and allow it to support you and your healing at this time. There is blossoming coming. Thanks, Nicki. And thank you, everybody. Okay, let's do some chimes now. Some chimes. So maybe as I'm playing the chimes, consider the card that you received, or the cards that stood out for you, or the energy with them, the words. Maybe consider your new life and your new start. And I wanted to use the chimes. I was almost going to bring the drum, but I felt the chimes would help move the energy and bring us into alignment with the high vibration and the new beginnings that the new life, new start theme has and holds. So I specifically chose these for our theme. So work with them as best as you can to support your raising of your vibration and whatever it is you need to step into this fresh, new life, new start for you. I'll start at the heart chakra and then expand from there. There's nothing you can do wrong, so just listen and let the sound support you and uplift you and align you with what you need to start afresh now. So nice big breath. Nice big breath. I can feel this really moving energy. So moving and shifting the parts within us that have been holding us back from stepping into and committing to and embodying this new life, this new start that is before us. It's laid out. Some of us, like I mentioned earlier, may have already had that change happen that we're struggling to settle into. So this would also be a settling into that new life that we have perhaps stepped into a few months or several months ago. I would hope it wouldn't be a few years ago that we're still struggling to accept, but in some cases that may be the case. But how can we settle into this new life? Or how can we step into the new start that has been laid out before us? Or the new start that we're propelled and forced to go into. I know for me, I'm stepping into a new life, a new start, which is something I didn't want to do, but something that's necessary based on the role that I was playing before, that this has occurred, and I have to take responsibility for this new start for me, even though it's not something I would choose to do. And I know it's only temporary, it's just going to be about 5 months worth of commitment, but it is my duty and my responsibility to do that because of the role that I play. So, you know, sometimes we have to step into these things because it's our duty. It's our duty to do so. And we can assess whether we want to continue that later. So thank you so much for joining me today. I do trust that you feel that alignment, or things are shifting or healing or opening up for you around our theme, this new life, new start theme. I'll be back again for our next Patreon healing list event, similar to this, but it's a different theme and a different way that it happens, but I connect with each person on the healing list in some way. That will happen at the end of May, so I'll let you know the date and details of that as probably next week because it's May tomorrow. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much to all of my patrons who are on the healing list for your support for April. It means the world to me. Thank you so much for your support, and I trust you get support back in equal balance or more. So thank you. Let me know if you've got questions. If you want to be on the healing list next month, you can find the link in the video description, my Patreon page. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and I will connect with you soon. Take care. Bye.